Hey Pisces star seeds, it's Sweet Spirit Mystic. All right, so there's lots of energy moving around. I hope everyone's doing great, considering the energy moving around. Also know that, yeah, you're a support to others. You're making forward progress with the Three of Wands, so step by step. Okay, that's the key. Whatever you're doing, just get through things step by step, one thing at a time. All right, so what are the messages for Pisces, please? We have the Six of Cups coming out here, and we have the Seven of Wands. What do we have here? We have the Ace of Wands. Okay, so action is needing to be taken by you. There's the Page of Cups. There you are. Okay. It looks like, Pisces, that... Okay, hold on. Let me get one more. Six of Cups, Seven of Wands. All right. Yep, we've got the moon energy here. And then what is this? Oh, it's all going to fall over. One second. Okay. So, the Six of Cups talks about the past. Okay, so what's going on with the past is here. We have the Eight of Pentacles, the Nine of Cups, the World card, and the Nine of Wands. So there has been some kind of influence with the Eight of Pentacles, that's work, okay, that has been impacting your own personal happiness. 222. Okay. Whatever that work was, whoever that was initiated from, ancestors, entities, contracts, any kind of commitment, it was impacting your own happiness. Okay? But that's over. So you've been through a lot. You didn't know how, what, why. It's that question of, why am I here? Why has all this happened to me? How is it that I was able to suffer so much at one time in my life? But it's like now coming out of that. That cycle is over, but still, because it was in the past, let's say even recent past, with the Nine of Wands here, there's a feeling of being guarded a little bit. Like, ooh, is that going to happen again? 333. Okay? And even if you feel like you're not guarded, on some kind of subconscious level, with the Moon card here, there is still some ties connected to, past unhappiness. So, you've done a lot of work. You've looked at yourself. You've looked at your life. But there's a little glimmer of something inside of you that still holds back. That still feels a bit defensive. Now, I know that when we hear that word, we clam up and tense up. Oh, wait, I'm not defensive, right? Now, that's where I want to, change the perspective. Being a defender is a powerful position because that means you have the ability to protect 444. Not only yourself, but also others. So that means you have strength, you have courage, you have willpower, you have drive, you have direction. You will not back down when things get difficult. So it's not defensiveness in the way of, I guess, like a negative connotation. It is powerful because that means you know that you can stand up against anything that comes toward you. You won't back down. If you watch any kind of combat sports or have in the past, there's always one person, well, not always one. Sometimes they'll meet each other in the middle. But sometimes there's one that steps forward and there's someone that steps backwards. Okay, so there's one that's just constantly pushing forward and the other one's stepping backwards. So you are someone who can push forward. Have that strength and power to say, you know what, I'm going to go for it. So that's what I mean by there's a little bit of defense where you're like, you know what, I still have to push through this past experience because I know that on a subconscious level, I don't want to go through it again. But you're like, you know what, I'm almost free of it. I have to keep facing my fear, whatever that is. And the biggest fear of all is usually the fear of change. Because it's uncomfortable. When things change, it's uncomfortable. When we lose a job, when we lose a relationship, when someone passes on, it's difficult. But what do? Stand still and not do anything? No. It's about taking action with your life. Moving forward. And you do this, Pisces, in a very loving way. And you help others move forward. You can be like a catalyst for change because you're brave enough to make changes. Okay? So what else? We got the Four of Swords coming out. So it's also knowing that you've been defending yourself and others for a long time. So it's okay to rest. Okay? You're tired. I know I am. It's been a lot of being there for other energy. So when you need to take your time to be on your own and just be in your own world, your own meditations, or watching your own shows, or walking outside by yourself, that's okay. There is a lot of energy that has been pulling on you for so very long. And in a way, it's in this unconscious pulling. Because people need your emotional support. We have the Knight of Swords. So knights are about movement. Swords are about quick. It's your mind. It's a thought and it's happened. You know how quickly our minds can ping pong around into different thoughts. So give your mind rest. We are constantly bombarded with a lot of social media. Guess what? That's the opposite of your mind resting. So if you need to power down your phone, turn off the TV, maybe even your music, turn that off too, and just be quiet. Close your eyes so they're not constantly being bombarded with input. That's okay. Give yourself that, even if it's just for 4 minutes. You'll feel better. We have the Eight of Cups. You're going to be doing some traveling. You're going to have to go places to handle business. It may not be for you directly, okay? King of Cups, it has a high emotional quality to it. It's rocking people's worlds emotionally. But you are meant to go there and be a helper. The Magician, the Three of Cups, and the Star. Okay, Pisces, this is serious work that you do just with your own being. You go into a place with just yourself and you break up density. You're like the lightning strike at night that illuminates the sky. So if there is any kind of family, friend situation where you are being asked to go 1111 as a support, that's why. Because you are bringing into this situation that feels heavy, that feels dark, that feels like a trap, a burden where people are stuck. You go in there as this teacher of the universal mysteries, and what you do is you unlock anything that is stuck, anything that is heavy, anything that is unmoving, anything that is unchanged. You go in there and guess what? You change it. And from that, stability is created. There has to be some instability at first. But then once you see, okay, all that needed to go down, all of that needed to change. And what that does is it changes people's minds. It changes people's thoughts, perspectives. Okay, here's that tower. And you are an authority figure when it comes to change, when it comes to rolling with the punches. Like, okay, I guess I'm going to go with the flow here. This change, well, I'm going to change here and I'm going to do this. Most people, Pisces, cannot do that. It's difficult. But you, second nature. You don't know anything else because you've been through this life that you've had where things were constantly changing. So you're just like, okay, yeah, I guess we're doing this now and this now. And what you're doing is teaching others how to do that. Because a lot of people would prefer not to feel this change. They want things to stay as they are. But this King of Swords, okay, we've got a King of Swords, we got an Emperor here. So someone who's, been through things, they know what they know, but guess what? They don't know what you know. Like you're coming in and rocking someone's world. Or on a higher octave, let's say, their world is rocking and you're helping them navigate it. You're showing them, hey, I've done this my whole life. And they are in awe of you. Okay, you're changing the way people think about life. How they act, what they do. Especially when it comes to, where did that go? People's emotions. Like, how do they feel about things? You change how people feel about their circumstances for the better. 1444. This is you showing people how to make progress in their life, how to get unstuck, how to keep evolving. Because if you don't evolve, guess what? Oftentimes it's a game over. 5 of Wands, and this is hard for people. It's conflicting energy. But that's the thing, life changes. 7 of Cups. Options are shown. There's someone here, this King of Cups, that has felt a lot of disappointment in their life. And what you're doing is you're providing them stability. And I feel like at a point this will lead to happiness for both of you. I mean, there are cups here, but I feel like it's more than that. It's not just love, it's life. It's someone that you care about, even if you weren't together or are not together. There's the Empress here. So that's what you're doing. So make sure you have enough fuel. Whatever it is that you need to do for yourself to make sure your energy is strong, because you're going to be giving it out. But know this, you have it to give. With the 9 of Pentacles, this is someone who has abundance on their own. So you have energy to give. Even if you feel tired, you have energy to give. So whether you're like me and you drink a lot of tea, hummingbird water, or you exercise a lot, or you get a lot of sleep, or, you eat really wonderful food, however it is, make sure you're charged up, okay? Because there will be a phase, over the next, 2 to 6 weeks, I feel, where it's going to feel intense, but you can handle it. You're really strong emotionally. Don't doubt yourself. Whatever other people have said, it doesn't matter. Everything that you've been through has led you to this point in time where you can be a support system in a strong way for others. We need this strength from you right now, and you have it to give. So when you can rest, but it's that wounded warrior, you fight the fight. You don't give up. Confidence is your key to success, and step out of your comfort zone. So North Node energy, this is part of your forward path into your next life. Okay, you have to go through this in order to get to your next life. So have confidence that this is part of that learning curve. This is the part where you are tested. Your strength and power and will is tested. And it's there. All right, Pisces, beautiful, beautiful message. And remember, these messages are pretty much for all signs, just because luck is on your side. Everyone has a 12th house, okay? And that's Pisces. So, this could be for you or could be for someone around you, Pisces. So know that everything is okay, but you're going to need to rest. You're going to need your energy for the next 2 to 6 weeks, okay? And it's your emotional energy. All right, Pisces, I love you. I'll see you soon.